That's great. And you said something about ministry, so is this a religious project?
I'm not really sure, which is really funny. I know they're non-for-profit.
Okay.
Non-for-profit.
All right, I got you. See, because I was about to say Sarah got into the wrong place today. I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
So Madman says, "Hey Sarah, do you got a man?" Is Sarah single?
It's complicated.
Oh,
that means stay away.
See, she was the one who actually found the guy with the other guy, so that made it even more complicated. I'm just playing. That's what's up. No, Sarah, so go ahead. Answer the question. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm like in a on and off again with my daughter's father, so it's really complicated.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Do we really want to get into the details? Nah, that's cool. And Attic says, "Oh, that's no."
That's no.
That means no.
That means no. She's not single.
Uh-oh, Mr. Grind is like, "I'm scared of that."
I'm scared.
So, Sarah.
Madman says, "Do you have a manager?"
Manager? So he's going to manage her. Is that what it means?
Well, I don't know. You know,
well, anyways.
Like
so,
a real manager?
I guess so, yeah.
Well, right now I work with a couple of independent places, really. I don't have a specific manager. Most of the time, well, right now I'm still in the works with Actors Reps. It's in Broadway. They're pretty good. Like, I've learned a lot, actually, doing this, because I've been, like, looking for extra work. I've been looking for just my own work independently, and I've gotten scammed. There's a lot of people that like to make money off of people's hopes, unfortunately.
Yes.
And through that process, I learned to look for things like accreditations. I've learned to ask certain questions. You kind of can learn when something's legit and when it's not.
I got you.
How long you been doing this for?
On my own, 2006. I started when I was a teenager with a company that's no longer exists anymore.
Okay. So have you ever gotten into a weird and crazy situation under these circumstances after you said that you've learned from...
Yes. Unfortunately. A couple, actually.
Details.
So, like, when I go out, sometimes I carry mace or, like, a gang stuff.
Wow. Sometimes you need to.
What happened?
Yeah.
I want to shout out Spate Magazine, who just joined us. What up, Spate?
Spate
in the building.
Spate Magazine is a digital mag. SpateMag.com is definitely one of the hottest hip-hop magazines I know.
Damn, cause.
Yeah.
Make sure you give us a part of that check.
Yeah.
That is coming. All right? Antoine, send a little something on the side.
Mr. King.
Nah, that's what's up. So, yeah. What was the situation? What happened?
There was this company telling people they had auditions for, like, commercials, and, like, you come with your monologue, and they had this whole story, like, okay, so you're, like, getting ready, I'm gonna go audition for this great commercial, Sprite or something, and you get there, and it's like, oh, this girl, the building looks nice, so you go upstairs, and there's a woman sitting in the window, and she's the receptionist, and she's like, oh, okay, will you fill this out and then go through this door? So you're thinking, okay, there's probably more things to come behind this door. You get behind this door, and it's like, no lie, a little area, like, for no more than 6 people. They stuffed like 10 people in the box, and no, because it felt like I was in a box.
Wow.
And come to find out, while we were sitting there, somebody's telling how they're scamming people on Craigslist. They're trying to get you to buy comp cards, and they're not offering you a job. Right. The funny thing is, like, I'm a reader, so when I see signs, I'm reading them. They had this big disclaimer telling you that they don't offer you jobs. Right. But the whole reason why they called you down there was for a job.
Wow.
And then it's like...
Those...
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And it just gets better than that, because then you have people like photographers. They'll look for models, and they wanna take pictures of you. TFC, time for print, time for CD, or they'll pay you like a nice chunk, $100, $200, and sometimes they're not who they say they are. They're not really trying to take pictures, or they're trying to lure you there for some odd reason. And you get there, or you meet with them, because sometimes there's always like an initial meeting, and they're telling you some crap. They're like, like, oh, the camera's not working, why don't we go get a burger? You're like,
oh my goodness.
Wow.
No, you
That's
could call
crazy.
me that.
You hear that? She doesn't like burgers.
Yeah. There
No
you
burgers.
go. So,
So you just got I just learned to be more careful. You know, I take
That's right.
either if I don't have an escort, then I have some form of protection.
mace.
Because it's just mace or my blade.
Yeah. Man said, you better run.
It's crazy. So, we are going to ask her the question that we've been asking earlier. So, what if you showed up at your house, all right, and your man was with another man inside of the house? What would you do?
Another man, not even a woman.
Yeah, another man.
This is funny.
Now, here's the thing. Now, you know that most guys were answering that they would jump in with if there was a woman with another woman. Like, they'd be like, why didn't you tell me? Jumping back.
I should have known earlier.
Tag team.
Should have told me earlier. So, now the female on the other end, now what would you do?
Well, I could see how guys would find that attractive. So I think that's like the only male fantasy.
Hmm?
And on the other side, it depends on how I feel.